I actually wanted to, I know this is a little bit off topic and we have another coin we want to go over, but I wanted to address the FUD, or the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that is revolving around the Voyager platform, at least particularly on Reddit. I don't know how it is on Twitter, especially about some of the withdrawal times for cash as well as deposit times. I think they've had, and I've noticed this too, is when I tried to withdraw some money, it took about 10 days to actually reach my bank account, which is a pretty long time. I know that there are people that have been particularly worried about some of these links, and I think they're worth addressing, especially because of how much Voyager has grown. They're trying to scale, and it's sort of the same. I don't want to compare it to Robinhood, but I mean it's the clearing, the automated clearinghouse issue, where money actual US dollars have to clear, which takes time, and they have to have cash reserves on hand to cover that. I don't believe this is going to be a continuous issue, and and looking back even just a few years at what some of the platforms were before, I mean, like in 2012, you were money gramming money to random people, or I mean, my option was to buy Amazon cards, and you just prayed that you got your Bitcoin. So we've come light years from those days, and so I think the concerns that are out there are valid, but I don't think that they're going to continue. I don't think that a lot of the other claims that Voyager is a Ponzi scheme are even worth touching on. This is a publicly traded company. They have to release their financials and stuff. They're just going through some growing pains. I don't foresee this lasting. They're trying to scale up. I'm very happy with the product, but I wanted to touch on that because I see that a lot online.
Yeah, I think that was well put. A couple of the articles I read is that there were a few different circumstances that all kind of met up and made the problem worse. There seemed to have been like some weird sort of scammy uses of dollars that were going into different investment accounts or crypto accounts as well. And so Coinbase and some of I think Robinhood was somewhat involved. And so I think that's what kind of triggered a slowdown in US dollar deposits and withdrawals. It was a crackdown on some sort of weird illicit activity that seemed to have been going on. And then, yeah, if you compound that with the growth that Voyager has been having recently, I think that's kind of what caused it to become a larger issue. Because as I experienced right towards the end of March, I didn't really notice because I typically just leave my dollar cost average automatic buys go and don't check up on them. But on April 2nd, I had about 56 purchases all hit my bank account at the same time, or all with debit my bank account, which were on their way to Voyager at the same time. So there was a bit of a slowdown, and it seemed to have been some sort of security related illicit activity crackdown that even extended beyond Voyager. So I'm glad that's kind of clearing up now. And I went and double checked. I don't think I have any purchases that I made in March that haven't debited my bank account. And once it debits your bank account, I think it's 3 to 6 days that it should get to Voyager. Mm-hmm. And yeah, some of those processes you just can't speed up since you're dealing with the legacy financial system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Voyager, while money's being sent to Voyager, they pretty much spot you the money, and so you're able to buy the coin or token.
I love that.
At that time. I do love that. You don't get that with a lot of other platforms, and so I'm really thankful. And that's one of those features that I really like in Voyager.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only other one that I've seen that does the instant deposit like that is Coinbase, I believe.
And then go ahead. I think it's instant buys, and then once the funds clear, I think is when you have full access to transfer off Coinbase.
Yes, and I have ran into that issue before where I can get it instantly, but when I want to fund my YOLOs and KuCoin, it takes me 3 days for my funds to clear. And the one thing that I will is they do allow, you can use your other coins in there as collateral, but I don't have a whole ton in there to be able to, which maybe that's a good thing, but no, I've been, other than this past week, I mean, Voyager has not had any issues for me, and it appears to be like Danny was saying, it appears to be already clearing up. So I don't think there's any real concerns around it.